Hello everyone, this is Darryl20 and welcome to episode 93 of Darryl20's ATM10 Let's Playthrough. Between episodes, I've been crafting a whole bunch of modularium manually in this here forge thingy. Didn't do anything too crazy. Mostly was just babysitting this thing while I was accumulating more souls and more Oriole, and all kinds of other nonsense that I needed to accumulate. So speaking of Oriole, I guess I needed a lot more of this stuff. So let me get like a few more. I do have those pillars, but they're slow. And I need to like cap this out in order for this to work. This needs to be fully full. So bottles of enchanting, please. Bottles, give me a couple hundred of those, would you? Cool. Refill that, dude. You're full. You're full. You're full of souls. That's good. And then just some Oriole things to fill her up. Yoinks. I guess we used a lot of Oriole for that last craft. I might need to, go a little hog wild on this guy. We'll do like, that's going to need a lot of that, huh? I guess we could do the pillars thing. I hate having to do the pillars thing because it is kind of slow to reverse, but whatever. If you tick accelerate the pillars, it fills up the Oriole a lot quicker. There you go. All the Orioles. Hooray! So that should fill up, or at least close enough. So between episodes, I made all the things I need in here for a multi-block, this dude. So I've got the arcane crystal obelisks. I've got the darkstone pedestals, right? Those are over there swapping themselves right now. But I made all this dark slab stuff, all the darkstone. I made the arcane crystal blocks, and most importantly, I made all the machine casings. Remember last episode, we taught the A system how to make them? I just had to sit here and babysit modularium. What I will tell you is that my automation around sentient enders, especially the filled soul vial of witches, is 100% working exactly as designed. Look, we have 20 soul vials. I haven't touched it. It's always at 20. Whenever I use one, it makes another one. It's beautiful. I'm very proud of that automation because it was very unique and very fun to do and very different. So, Dyer proud of himself. So are we full now? We're full now. All right, so let's swap you back. Another fun automation. Would have been way cooler if I could insta-break, though. What we're going to do now is prep, because the only thing I don't have... So first off, I don't have the machine blueprint, so I should probably make one of those. This machine blueprint, for some reason... I guess it's generic machine blueprint. So we're going to need the laser wrench from actually additions. I'm guessing this is generic. I actually don't know. And then we're going to need the lens of color, which is this, which is made just, is it literally, so we, just an atomic reconstructor? Okay. Do I have one of those? I think I do. It's down here in the corner, right? Yeah, I do. Hey, yeah, it worked. Sweet. Okay, cool. Got it. And then you're used to make that, and that's cool. Hooray! All right, so that will make the machine blueprint. Now we need to actually make the runic altar itself, the runic star altar. This is like the controller block of the multi-block that we're going to be making. So to build this thing, there's one thing I have to go get, which I saved for on camera because it's not like a simple thing. But like we have all this stuff, but we have to make this guy. I've made everything else. Everything else we have, with the exception of this guy that I'm about to make, sort of. And then we have to build a big multi-block structure. And that should be cool. I think we'll see. I don't 100% know. We're going to figure it out as we go. But before we do any of that, I've got 2 Mundipar Dust, easy. Enderium, easy. Zeological Controller, easy. And this Quantum Injector, I just made a minute ago, like while I was starting the episode. right? The only thing I don't have is this loot bag. This loot bag is from the Lunar Monstrosity in Eternal Starlight. So we're going to the Eternal Starlight dimension. Ready? Let's go. Starlight Forge. Right? So our goal here should be to find the Lunar Monstrosity. Okay, the Lunar Monstrosity in Eternal Starlight. I assume you're going to tell me where that is. Starlit Sea, the Abyss, Lunar Monstrosity. Bosses, here we go. Lunar Monstrosity. So apparently I've killed one. Has 200 hearts and will only take ownership. And a chance at a rare weapon. Okay, so interesting. Lunar Monstrosity, right? That's the thing, right? This loot bag is from the Lunar Monstrosity. I guess. So where's Lunar Monstrosity at? Like, where do I find him? I was hoping you'd have, like, he's in this biome kind of deal. Oh, you have to light it on fire. Oh, here we go. Wait, Cursed Garden. And then this goes out to Lunar Monstrosity. Right. I'm always used to things being left to right, so whenever it's like the arrows are pointing this way, it confuses me. But Cursed Garden is what we're looking for. So we want the Cursed Garden, and then we're going to need a flint and steel. I might have one in my backpack. And then we're going to take you to go find a Cursed Garden from Eternal Starlight. And we found one. In this direction. Cool. There you are. Cursed Garden. Hello, Lunar Monstrosity. I'm going to light you on fire now. Oh my goodness, I am actually hurting a lot. I took a lot of damage. So let's sneak you guys out of here. Yeah, whatever that was, it did a lot of damage, and I was not prepared. If I have to get my quantum armor on, I will, but I'm trying to, you know... Hello. Are you on fire, Lunar Monstrosity? I got it! Loot bag. Nice. Is that thingy still... Like, what is... Are you part of the Lunar Monstrosity, or what? Oh. Kill a Tangled Hatred. Which might also have dropped a loot bag? Sweet. Yeah, I see you. Go away. So it's funny, because this one says this loot bag is from the Lunar Monstrosity, where this loot bag does not say that. Interesting, right? Yeah, I thought so. Anything cool in here? I don't know, maybe. Yeah, I see you guys. I appreciate your trying. Sweet. I have a lot of junk in my inventory, so now's not the ideal time to go exploring. But the point is, I did the thing. Right? So now I'm ready to make what I need to make. So for this, I'm going to get all my stuffs ready. So it's going to be the loot bag, 2 Z-Logic controllers, 2 Enderiums, 2 Mundapar dust, a quantum injector, and in the middle goes a machine casing. And this is, I think, going to use everything. I think it needs a completely full all the things. Oh yeah, see? Goodbye, Oriole. Goodbye, all the other... Like, it all emptied out, and now it's draining the buffers that I had. So that's cool. And there we go, Runic Star Altar. Now, we should be able to replace this whole multi-block with the thing. But before I do that, I want to make sure that I fully have under control this stuff. From here. Okay? So, like, your cool and done, so that's exciting. So automating arcane crystals. Ooh, that's cool. Somehow I have an Arcanus comb? How do I have an Arcanus comb? I don't know. I have no idea. I don't remember getting that. But I was awarded with a couple Arcanus bees, so that's cool. Yeah, bees. Simply feed a diamond bee a block of arcane crystal and they become an Arcanus bee. Arcanus bees need blocks of arcane crystals as flowering blocks as well, and they will make Arcanus comb, which can be made into Arcanus crystals. Sweet. So in theory, I should be able to go home and go here, and it says arcane crystal, right? Arcane crystal blocks is the flowering dude. So if I put that there, I'm probably cool with draconic bees. So let me get bee cages. Sure. Okay, and I'll put all these draconic combs away for the time being, and along with my draconic bees. And then I should be able to place these in the world, and then scoop them up. And place in the world and scoop them up. And I think they're going to be babies. No, they're adults. Cool. So then if they may need a little bit of sleepy time. We'll see. May need to be daytime. I don't know. I just work here. Hey, look, Arcanus combs. Sweet. And then I assume that you go into some kind of heated centrifuge. Yep, and that'll get us arcane crystals, which is cool. And do they import bus? Sweet, I guess they do. Is that what's happening right now? No, they're going into here. Okay, that's fair. That's fair. I guess what I could do... Do I have any kind of AE system out here? I don't. I could ender chest it, right? Yeah. Yeah, that seems fine to me. So on the down, so like on the up, we have an insert on white. So how about a down insert on white with a higher priority? But we're going to filter, and we'll put arcane crystals. Right? And now all of our arcane crystals should be going into here. See, arcane crystals? And that means arcane crystals are improving, right? And then if we wanted to be super cool about it, we could insert this stuff directly into here, courtesy of Laser.io. All right, so easy peasy. We just insert whatever combs you produce there, and that should be groovy, right? You're making a bunch of honey. I don't really care. I don't think so. I'm assuming you're just gonna. Yep, there we go. Arcanus blocks. Cool. So now we should be getting all the arcane ingots, crystal things that we need. So that's step one complete. This guy, right? Now you want liquid Oriole, which is going to come from, oh boy, are you giving me a hint that I might be getting into integrated dynamics? That's a good question. And possibly a Runic Crucible. Oh my goodness, that's a lot of things. The Runic Crucible is a multi-block, which will be our way of getting half of our automatic essences, liquid souls and liquid Oriole. Oh my. Check the next page in the question script. I did not even know this was a thing, so we're going to figure this out together. The Runic Crucible. Which apparently is a whole nother multi-block involving Ars Nouveau stuff. Oh my. Ars Nouveau things are happening. Cool. Got it. So there's the Runic Crucible, which makes liquid Oriole and liquid souls. Okay. And then there's I've got my experience, right? So that's cool beans. Auto blood I could probably do a little bit more-ish. So we need the powered sanguinary pedestal? What in the world are you? I guess? Drains more blood from bloodstains in the area. Oh. Well, that's kind of cool. That's kind of cool. So, here's a thought. Is that going to make it so that I only need one pedestal in that dark room? With a bunch of spikies on the floor? Because that I could be down with. That I could be cool with doing. I'm gonna put all this junk away that I don't need at the moment. Let's try that. So if we were going back to our Evilcraft roots, boop, 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 boop. Okay. And we said in order to get you, we're going to need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we're going to need 9. So 14 dark gems. Let's get 16 and call it a day. Looks totally doable. Okay. So then we should be able to do yoinks. You go in there, you're going to be this. Now it says powered, but like, I'm assuming it doesn't mean like forge energy powered, right? That doesn't seem like it would fit. So that's going to be auto blood. We got our spawner. We got some way of moving the spawn mobs in. Now, how do we get blood from them? We can use spikes or mob mashers to kill them normally, but if we want blood from them, we should use powered sanguinary with spike plates on top of them. When on top of a pedestal, spiked plates will deal damage to mobs that hit them and deposit that blood into the pedestal. The more health the mobs have, the more blood you can get. The blood will be in fluid form and can be moved, yes, with pipes. Cool. So let's do this in like the smarter way now, because I feel like this is gonna be like a thing, right? More so than what we had before. Now this I only have one of, but like, so why did I make this? I don't know. We're gonna find out. So spike plates. So here's my question, right? If I put you here, and then we have spike plates like that, let's say. Actually, I'm not even going to put you on there. I want to see how this works. Are you getting that? You don't seem to be, right? Thought I turned you off, sir. So in what way are you better than you? Isn't it the same? Drains blood from bloodstains in the area. Drains more blood from bloodstains in the area. Like, to me, I think if you automate it sufficiently, it doesn't super duper matter. Right? But what we can have... So remember I had this set up and it wasn't working great because I kind of did it in like a sloppy, lazy, not great way. So what if we did this? And then we did... In fact, I might just go with the dark ones all around, but since I have the red ones, I might as well. Right? And then what we could have is this. And then maybe we'll put like 4. I like this plan because it seems in my brain to make sense. Kind of like it. I kind of do. Now, if I turn you on, do we feel like that'll be... pretty cool? And hopefully this will make it so that you get blown around a lot and then forced into the whole thing. That seems like it's working pretty well, to be fair. I think the only thing we might want to do then... maybe, yeah, like this is pretty doable. I think this seems pretty doable. I just want all this junk out of here. Yeah, I like this plan. I could see having like one more outer ring of checkerboardy type stuff, but I think we're good as is. Because the thing about this is we're gonna need to three. Sound cool? Sure. I'm trying to make it look nice down here. You know, what with my dirt and whatnot. Okay. And then we could have laser nodes that go into like a giant tank again. Kind of like what I had before, but like less terrible. And if I really wanted to, I could make this an ender tank. Right? Which might not be a terrible idea. Maybe I should do that. Ender tank. Let's make 2 of you. And then wool. Let's go with purple wool. Ender tank. With purple wool. And that'll be your dude, right? Okay, so you will insert on the up, right? And then each of you guys will get, let's get a card cloner here. So on up, you will extract, and that's cool, right? So up will be that. So you'll be up, will be extract, up, will be extract, up, will be extract. Back when this is all done. And then it's just a matter of connecting you dudes. Cool. All right, so then you very quickly filled up with blood, which is cool, right? And you've even got a little bit left in there. So what I'd like to do now is in here, we can have like a nice... Do I want a big container or meh? I'm going to say meh. So this is one that can void. This is a voider. This is the back stuffer, right? So how about here is where we'll do blood. Right? I will stage the drawer here. You're going to hold 512 buckets worth of blood. So if we check now, we have 1 bucket's worth, which is cool. Right? And where is my controller? That's the fluid drawer. Where's my controller back here? You're way up top, above the fluid drawer. Okay. So realistically, what I should be doing is pumping this into there, right? So you would sit here, right? And on the down, you're going to extract on, let's say, magenta. And then you're going to storage controller insert on magenta. And if I link you guys and you guys, we should see blood coming in. Cool. And then we'll build up to 512-ish. And then you guys should all empty out. So confirm for me that you're nice and empty. That's looking good. Empty, 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 empty. That tells me everybody's connected correctly. Up. Did I miss this one? So empty, 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 empty. I apparently missed this one too. Cool. All right, so then we let you guys spawn. I think I want my levers out here, by the way. You almost don't need the fans, to be honest with you, because, like, enough of the room has stuff, and because of how many mobs spawn in there, like, it should be fine. Like, the fans would help with the ones on the outer edge just kind of standing there, but meh. Yeah. Realistically, I should be, like, shoving everybody into a single corner, and that would probably be the smarter way to do it, but this works too. Yeah, so they should get like rebound. So that's actually, I like it that way. That looks pretty good to me, actually. That's keeping them moving and doing a good job, right? And I could even, if I really wanted to, hook up a signal sensor here so that when this blood level gets below a certain threshold, it turns on the spawner and then turns it off when not in use. But also meh. Just let it rip for a while. Build up a bunch. So that covers these two down here. Now we need to do the Runic Crucible multi-block, which I suspect is going to be a thing. But I wanted to make sure everything else was ready before I went and did that. Fair? Alright, so before I go to my occultism area, can you please take my experience? Thank you. And so I guess you are going to make all kinds of stuff. Sweet. Runic Crucible. So to make the Runic Crucible, are we going to need a stupid amount of this stuff again? Not that stupid, at least. Semi-stupid, but not terrible. We are going to need 10,000 Oriole, though. So let's swap you guys. Because I want to have more Oriole built up. And then the Ghost, or the Souls, I mean, these little dudes. I have kind of auto-crafting, so I'm keeping 500 in stock, and it makes 100 at a time. So that should fill this thing up pretty easily. Okay, and then test tubes. How much of this do we need? That's an exceptional question. Because I want to make this, and I need to know how much of the stuff I need. 2,500 blood, so we're good there. 1,000 experience, so we're close there. We're good now, right? Souls, we need 100, so we're good on that. And then Oriole, we need 10,000, which sounds like the pretty decent amount. But if I... Cool. And now, while that's going, let's figure out what we need to do to actually make this thing. So, to make this thing, we're going to need Mundipar Dust. We're going to need Enchanting Apparatus. We're going to need Arcane Cores. We're going to need Z-Logic Controllers and another Quantum Injector, which was pretty easy to make, honestly. The only question I have is how easily can I make Enchanting Apparatus? And that looks pretty easy. I think I can pull these two off without getting too deep. Well, maybe I lied. Source gems, we need the imbuement chamber thing, right? So I think we have to get into Ars Nouveau at least a teensy bit, and then we'll be cool. I'm sure that's doable. So what do you say we wrap up here? I'll let this accumulate. Next episode, we'll get into Ars Nouveau. I'm pretty sure we have to get deeper into Ars Nouveau anyway for some of the ATM star stuff. So now's as good a time as any to start. And then when we come back next time, we'll get that going, which will get us... We'll kind of like do super basic Ars Nouveau just to get these things going so that I can finish my current task. And then we'll get deeper into Ars Nouveau when we get to that stage for the ATM star, which I'm pretty sure, like I said, there's going to be an Ars Nouveau component to this somewhere. I would imagine. I don't know where, but it's somewhere. Oh, yeah, there you go. See? Left with Wither. Told you. Ars Nouveau-y stuff. Sweet. All right. For now, Del20 sign off. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode. We'll come back next time. For now, take it easy.